On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And now with the time of the play clock off. On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry for James Conner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Conner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tannehill now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Tannehill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Etienne once more. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more Etienne, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter, and then they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go again with Etienne. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On second down, a run with Etienne. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Fourth down, Prescott. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. The Texans at 8-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
This pass complete to Melton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Etienne is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown, Texans! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone. And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards. They'll run here with Connor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Connor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception. Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. A handoff for Etienne. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Every defensive staff works on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got...
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 73 yards. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Connor. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. James Conner with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Touchdown, Houston! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down throw for Prescott. Going right back to Fan. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, Tannehill. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown Texans. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. On first and 10 is counter. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. James Conner. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fights.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Prescott on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Moore, the man in motion. Prescott from the gun on third. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott to throw on fourth. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. And again, it's Prescott. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 24.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Fourth down, Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Prescott yet again. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Tannehill on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. First down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
We're going to 54 right here. We're going 47. We're going 46, 46. Hey, chill.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trey Norwood, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
And that'll carry over the back. Zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Connor. And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Connor up the middle. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And as this defense walks...